Listen and learn your science. Let your imagination brings you to the world of understanding science concepts. Simple, straight, easy to understand. Crafted the way you need it for your studies in science. This is your Talking Science. And let's welcome your host for today's podcast.
Hello, grade students. This is Arnold Estrada Nicdao, your science teacher podcaster from Bagao National High School, Poblacion, Bagao, Cagayan. I am so excited to be journeying with you today, our students, in the wonderful world of science, and together, let's learn new things for the better. Listen, imagine, enjoy, and participate with our podcast episode today. I know you are excited with our journey, so let's go!
Single, engaged, married, separated. It's complicated. Frenemies? Does it sound familiar? These are just some of the types of relationship status for all Facebook users, and we all can relate. Have you ever wondered what will be the relationship status for animals, plants, and other organisms too? Can one type of animal species be in relationship to other species? Is there any existing relationship between a plant and an animal? How about you and me with a plant? It might sound crazy, but mind you, humans are in a relationship with animals and plants. What could be these relationships? And what kind of relationship? Today, you will be able to know and describe the relationship that exists between and among organisms in an ecosystem. We will be dealing with ecological relationship. All types of living things or organisms are vital components of an ecosystem. Organisms interact with each other and their environment to meet their basic needs such as food, shelter, and space, and they share with these limited resources to survive. The interactions between organisms form the relationship or called ecological relationship. Some interactions are beneficial, others are harmful. There are 5 types of interactions or relationships that affect the resource use and population sizes of the species in an ecosystem. These are mutualism, commensalism, parasitism, predation, and competition. Listening to the example of each might help you understand better. Mutualism is an ecological relationship where both organisms are benefited. An example of this is the relationship that exists between the ants and the aphids. Aphids are small insects that provide food to the ants, while the ants protect the aphids from its predators. Secondly, commensalism. It is an ecological relationship that exists when one organism is benefited, while the other organism is not affected and unharmed. Have you seen an orchid living on a tree trunk? The orchid plant is benefiting on the trunk of the tree, while the tree is not harmed or affected and not benefiting as well. Parasitism is when one organism, called the parasite, feeds on another organism, called the host, by living on or in the host. A tapeworm living inside the intestines of a cow. The tapeworm sucks nutrients from the cow's intestines to live and multiply. While the tapeworm is benefiting, the cow is harmed and affected. The tapeworm is the parasite and the carabao is the host. Another is predation. It occurs when a member of one species, called the predator, feeds directly or kills another organism called the prey in order to eat. The predator is benefited, the prey is killed and eaten. Example of this is when a lion eats a zebra. Finally, we have the competition. This exists when members of two or more species interact or compete for limited resources like food, space, shelter, or sometimes mates. Competition may happen between organisms of the same species or different species. Have you seen ducks fighting each other for the same food? A chicken and turkey fighting for a worm. Generally, these 5 types of interaction or ecological relationship exist between and among organisms in order for them to survive.
Always remember the 5 major ecological relationships existing between and among organisms in an ecosystem. These are mutualism, where both organisms benefit from each other; commensalism, where one organism is benefited while the other is not harmed or affected; predation, where one organism kills and eats other organisms; parasitism, where one organism lives on or in an organism's body to survive; and lastly, competition, where organisms fight between and among organisms.
Wow, what a great journey we have on our topic today. You really did great. I believe you listened intently. Don't forget to share the knowledge to your classmates and friends, the new things you learned today. Using the Share It Up or Bluetooth, you can share this podcast stored in your phone or gadget to your classmates, even offline, and no need for internet access. Feel free to message me through my cell phone number 0916-843-5737 for Globe and TM subscribers, or 0932-890-3140 for Smart and Sun subscribers. You may send a personal message through my messenger account, Arnold Estrada Nicdao.
This has been your teacher podcaster, Arnold Estrada Nicdao, always telling you, never stop asking questions. Learn new things for the better, because your future depends on what you know today. Thank you and stay safe. God bless you all. Till the next podcast episode.